Good morning, children. In the previous sections, we have studied about the rumors which was spread in entire France and the problems which people were facing a lot, and what was the conditions there, who was the actual rulings in France during Athens centuries. In this video, we will study about the French society during the late 18th century. So let's start the French society during the late 18th century. Dear students, in the year 1774, Louis XVI of the Bourbon family of the king ascended to the throne of France. So Louis XVI was ascended to the throne of France in the year 1774. He was just 20 years old at that time and married to the Australian princess named as Marie Antoinette. Upon his accession, the new king found an empty treasury. So in the year 1774, Louis XVI, who belonged to the Bourbon family, was ascended to the throne, and at that time his age was just 20. He got married with an Australian princess named as Marie Antoinette. After his ascension to the thrones, he wanted to know the status of the treasury. The treasury was empty. Why the treasury was empty? Long years of war had drained the financial resources of the France. Added to this was the cost of maintaining an extravagant court at the immense place of Versailles. Under the Louis XVI, France helped the 13 American colonies to gain their independence from the common enemies, that is Great Britain, or that was Great Britain. The war added more than $1 billion to a debt that had already risen to more than $2 billion. So he has taken a huge amount of loan from others to help 13 American colonies to fight for their freedom struggle, which reached up to 2 billions from a billion of livres, So the lenders, as a result, lenders who gave the states credit now begin to charge a very high rate of interest, 10% interest on the loan amount. So the France government was obliged to spend an increasing percentage of its budget on interest payments alone. To meet its regular expenses such as the cost of maintaining an army, the court, running government offices, schools, universities, college, the state was forced to increase taxes. Yet even this measure would not satisfy or would not have sufficed the economy of the France. France society in the 18th century was divided into 3 states: the noble, the clergy, and the third states, including the merchant, artisans, worker, small peasants, landless laborers. The society. So the society of the states was a part of feudal system at that time that dated back to the Middle Ages. The term old reason is usually used to describe the society and the institutions of the France before 1789. So it was system. That means the first and second states of the peoples were getting some feudal privileges on the basis of their birth. So the figures, as you can see in your books, the figures of the French society divided into three states is given here. By this you can easily understood that who were the clergy, nobility and the peoples in the third states. The clergy. So how the system of states in French society was organized? Peasant made up about 90% of the populations. However, only a small number of them owned land. They cultivated. About 60% of land was owned by noble. The church and the other rich members of the third states. The members of the first two states, that is clergy and the nobility, enjoyed certain privileges by birth. The most important of these was exemptions to the tax. That means they had not to pay any kind of tax, whereas only third states of peoples had to pay all kind of taxes like tithe, tally and also taxes on the things of daily use. So the member of the first two states, that is clergy and nobility, enjoy certain privileges by birth. The most important of these was exemptions from paying taxes to the states. The noble further enjoyed the feudal privilege. These included feudal dues which they extracted from the peasants. Peasants were obliged to render services to the lord. They had to work for the nobles and their farms, to work in his household and fields, to serve in the army or to participate in the building roads. So they were forced to work for the nobles. The church too extracted its shares of taxes called tithes. Tithes means a tax levied by the church. Church comprising of 1/10 of agricultural produce. So tithe is one kind of tax which was collected by the church, comprising of 1/10 of the total agricultural produce. Whereas tithe is also a kind of tax which is paid directly to the state, or to the monarch. So these included a direct tax called tithe and tally, and the number of indirect taxes which were levied on the articles of everyday consumptions like salt or tobacco. The burden of financing activities of the state through taxes was borne by the third states only. Only third states of the peoples were paying the taxes like tithe, tally and the indirect taxes, that means taxes on the things of daily use like salt and tobacco, etc. Not the first and seconds of the people. So the first and second states of the peoples were getting privilege on the basis of their birth, and this privilege was exemption to the taxes. They were enjoying the feudal privilege and feudal dues which they extracted from the peasants. So this was unfair at that time with the people. So people were not satisfied with such kind of divisions, with the division systems of the society during the late 18th century. Now, next we will study about the struggle to survive. The struggle to survive. Struggle to survive. The population of France rose from 23 millions to 28 million, 23 million to 28 millions, and 1715 to 1789. In 1715, the total populations of the France was 23 millions, which rose to the 28 millions in the year 1789. So this rapid increase in the populations causes the huge demand of food grains at that time. So this led a rapid increase in the demand for the food grains, and productions of the grains did not keep pace with the demand. So the price of bread, which was a staple diet, price of bread, price of bread was a staple diet. Staple diet. Staple diet means which was in the daily menu of their foods. So price of bread, which was a staple diets, rose very high. Of the majority rose very rapidly. So most workers were employed as laborers in the workshops, whose owner fixed their wages, but wages did not keep pace with the rise in price. That means the price of essential things or everything like breads were rose very high, but there were no any increasement in their salary or in their wages. So the situations was very worse, that most of them were not in a conditions to buy a single piece of bread. And apart from this, the populations rose from 23 million to 28 millions during these 5 years. That means in the 1715, the total populations of the France was 23 million, which rose to the 28 millions in 1789. So this led to the rapid increase in the demand for the food grains, and besides of this, there was a price rise of bread, which was a staple diet for the most of the people of the France at that time. And most workers who were employed as laborers in the workshops and whose owner fixed their wages, but wages did not keep pace with the rise in price. So the gap between the poor and rich widened. There was huge gap between the poor and rich. The rich were becoming more rich, and poor were becoming more poor. And the things become much worse whenever drought and hail reduce the harvest. Whenever drought and hail reduce the harvest. So drought and hail was a very common thing in France during 18th century, which reduced the harvest. So as a result, people began to die of hunger. So the situations which the extreme situation, and this has created a situation of subsistence crisis. Subsistence crisis means an extreme situations where the basic needs of livelihood are endangered, like food, clothing, and shelter. Where the basic things of lives are in danger, like food, clothing, and shelters, and people begin to die of hunger due to the price rise of essential things, due to increase in the populations, due to rapid increase in the populations, scarcity of food, and not increments in the wages. All these circumstances, all these situations led boss to the subsistence crisis, where the life of the people are endangered and the basic needs of their lives could not be fulfilled. So the substance crisis is something that occurred frequently in the France during the old regime, that means during the 18th century. Now we will study about a growing middle class in uses and into the privilege, how the privilege system come to an end, and a growing of middle class in uses. And into privilege. So let's start a growing of middle class and increases and into the privilege. In the past, peasant and workers had participated in the revolt against increasing taxes. So they have revolted against the increasing taxes and food scarcities with their monarch, but they lack the means and program to carry out full-scale measures that would bring about a change in the social and economic order. So they have revolted against it before.